Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. It helps out the YouTube channel and it lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. Now, at the end of this video, there isn't a second part like I usually do. I'm not going to talk about a ticker symbol to add to your watch list. If you want to know that information, you'll know it in one of my other videos. You can click on any of the other videos I recently uploaded and you'll be able to see that part of the video where I talk about two ticker symbols that I briefed on in this morning. One of them ran up 7%, the other one ran up to 20%. It gave us a chance anywhere between 10 to 20, but hitting a high right after we briefed on it up to 20%. So if that's something that interests you, you can join me and the other members at the Patreon. You'll get the weekly watch list and you'll get access to the Discord. The slots are filling up pretty quickly. So go check it out. Check out the tiers if that's something that interests you. So Nndm, Nano Dimension. And by the way, before we jump into everything, I want to say thank you to the investor that shared this with me on Twitter. So shout out to you. If you're watching this, you know exactly who you are. I like to keep people anonymous because I don't like to step on anyone's toes, and I don't know about how people feel about being, shouted out or stated, but you know exactly who you are. If you want to comment down below and let everyone know who you are, if you're watching, you can, but shout out to you. Thank you so much for sharing this, and this information is important, guys. Super important. So in this part of the video, it's going to be 2 minutes long. We're going to listen to the CEO speak about Nndm, the outlook, and he got asked, what's the biggest challenge right now for Nndm? And if you can understand this challenge, you can understand the whole entire chart, and then you'll probably be able to see the bigger picture. So I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts down below. I think this was one of the most important parts of the whole entire video. I mean, it's almost 30 minutes long, but this 2-minute frame right here gave me some insight on why we see what we see in the charts and why the charts are the way they are. Guys, in the meantime, if you want to go ahead and right click on one of the links down below, you can check out the Discord and Patreon link so you can check out the tiers as you're listening to the CEO talk. Stay tuned.
Just as a Nano dimension, but maybe customer education or things like that.
So if you define the industry, you're not talking about the electronic industry, but you're talking about the new additive manufacturing.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So the main challenge of this industry is education of the very traditional market. I don't want to say like doctors, but electric engineers that are designing circuits. Whatever works. Whatever is new, first of all, it doesn't work. In a way, justifiably so, because it's so complicated to make electronic devices and PCBs or PCB-based, and the process is so complicated, so whatever works. Now we're coming with something new. Something new by definition has a risk. So the main challenge is educating the market from one side, and from the other side, which behooves on us to develop the materials that are being used to make this, to fabricate these devices, to fit as close as possible to the existing materials which the market is used to. Okay. So once our materials are fitting industrial specs, commercial specs, and eventually mill specs, that's when the electronic designers will start to feel more and more comfortable using this new way or new type of electronic circuits. It happened in other industries as well, and especially in the medical industry, which is even more sensitive to dealing with people, health, and people's lives, where when you come with a new technology, it takes the time to make the doctors realize that they're not going to be sued for using it. In our case, it's a bit better. People are not going to be sued. The issue is, will the product work and will they have longevity and life with no malfunctions? So it's a bit easier, but that's the challenge.
So as we could see, there's a few challenges for the company, but he's basically talking about something we already know. Sometimes we overcomplicate what we already know and we want to make it seem bigger or worse than it is. He's basically saying when you're investing in nano dimensions, which is what CATHIE Wood has been saying all this time, you're investing in the future. and you're investing in something that's speculative because people don't trust it yet, right? He even used an example with the medical field. And then once it's trusted, it's going to explode. It's going to be a big deal, and it's going to become the norm, right? He's also stated something that's very true, and it's the longevity of how these products or circuit boards can actually last. I think that's probably one of the biggest hurdles for them to get through. So like, they can produce a circuit board, but how good is it? What's the quality behind it, right? So he talks about some very, very valid points there, and I really like that part. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts down below so that you guys can engage down below how you feel about this and where you see this going. So let's talk about this support and resistance here that we see, and as well as let's talk about how Cathie Wood has reacted. So this ran up, right? We saw it run up from these lows here of 7 and some change all the way up to $8, and it pulled back. I still think there's room for this to pull back a little bit. I know a lot of people are anticipating a run. It could be the start of it. Maybe it can just shoot up again, then pull back and shoot up again, or pull back a little bit or consolidate before the next run. But we need to see what's going on in the chart, because the chart has some room for the downside, even possibly to break through 726 worst case scenario, right? So I want you guys to be aware of that. As long as this stays above $7 though, I think we're not going into weakness. If anything, we'll be seeing opportunity, right? So this is what Cathie Wood is doing though. So here we are with RQ yesterday, and they had 7.4 million, right? RQ today jumped from 7.4 to 8.1 million shares. Okay, bought 500,000 yesterday, bought 700,000 today. Okay, I don't know what that means to you, but that is pretty bold, and the positions are growing again. She's bullish again. She sees an outlook, right, or an opportunity. It's very, very interesting. Now, here we are with ARKW. They had 5,528,166, and then today they have 5,504,000. So when you go ahead and do the math here, you know, they went down a little bit, but that's not what I'm worried about, what they went down on here. What I'm paying close attention to is ARKQ. Look at that jump. In just 2 days, they've gone up a total of about 1 million shares. Okay, 1.1 million shares. Very, very interesting in their part and how Nano Dimensions is reacting. Either they're trying to get early before this runs up again, or they like the news or any interviews that were being stated. I'm not quite sure, but Cathie Wood is bullish. So today it's sitting at 762. Our support is 755, and the 50-day moving average is 758. So anything beyond 755, I'd watch this carefully, right, and see how fast it's moving downwards. And the next support would be down here at 741 to see if the bulls are trying to react and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. Now, our resistance is the highest point before the rejection and falling, and that's 796. If that's accomplished, the next point of reference is 815, the highest point in this run for this to hit newer highs and new resistance levels. This is a pretty big pullback. It may be an opportunity. I wouldn't look at it so negatively, especially with how Cathie Wood is loading up. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. And stay tuned for the next videos that I'm about to post. I got more videos coming this afternoon.